So this video is for the people who feel like uh, this thought of not deserving comes up, this feeling of I don't deserve love, I don't deserve a good, healthy marriage, I don't deserve, um, someone that I'm attracted to. And to really break it down, to understand why does that even mean to deserve something? And then let's talk about that for a minute. So, um, first off is understanding like what does it mean to deserve something? Like where does that come from? And if we really just simplify it as an example, right? If I'm trying to give my mom a gift, someone that I love, I'm trying to give her a gift. I've picked it out and I want to give it to her because I'm excited. I want to love her, right? So I want to give her a gift. And she tells me I don't deserve this gift. That's going to make me feel like it's not about you. First of all, mom, it's not about you. I want to give you a gift because I love you. It's not about whether you deserve something or not, because that doesn't make sense in any way. You don't earn gifts. You're just given a gift. You're just given a gift. You don't deserve gifts. You're just given it, right? So like this word deserving doesn't make sense. Like if Allah gave me eyesight and a working hands and a working body, do I deserve that? No, because I didn't do anything, right? It's I didn't earn any of that. So when Allah sends me a human being that wants to love me, I don't get to decide if I deserve that or not. But here's what happens. The brain, the part of the ego, the part that feels like, oh, it's too good to be true. You have to keep earning it. You have to earn love. You don't deserve it because look, you're messy here and here and you're not good enough here and your perfectionism kicks in. And so it doesn't feel safe when love comes in because it just feels like you don't deserve. It's off, right? It doesn't feel your capacity to receive that love is not open because you're like, I don't deserve it. You're telling yourself you don't deserve it because you think because of the way you see yourself. Again, it goes back to self-concept, but the way you see yourself is just like, yeah, I'm here and they're up here and I don't deserve this. So therefore, I need to block this out so I can protect myself from receiving something that I don't deserve because it's bad. And this kind of logic can show up in very sneaky different ways, but I just want to kind of point it out because awareness is the first step of understanding like deserving is not about you. It's about what the giver of the gift wants to give you. So if you have difficulty receiving love or, you know, try every time you feel like someone gets too close to you or it feels too good to be true, you have to kind of reframe that to, okay, Allah's trying to give me something and because he wants to, not because I deserve it. Period. That's it. And if it gets uncomfortable, you have to ask yourself why. Why is it uncomfortable if something feels too good to be true? Well, because if I get it, then I'm going to get too attached and then I'm going to get hurt and it's going to be taken away. And then all of those fears come up and then you tell yourself, "Oh, I just don't deserve it." So you kind of avoid all of that, right? All of the rest of those thoughts. So it's so helpful to just recognize when those thoughts are coming up. And the way you can see that is if a good potential comes your way and you start like really, really panicking, like, oh, this is not good. Like this is like, I don't deserve this. I'm gonna flop it. Nothing's gonna work. And you kind of sabotage yourself and kind of ruin it. But um yeah, I'm gonna make it's just a really quick short video, but to understand how to overcome this kind of situation is practicing receiving Allah's gifts in a more conscious way. And what you can do is now, right, every time you get something, when I say get something, like a blessing happens, like something really nice happens, like even as small as you're driving in a parking lot and a nice parking spot opens up. Okay. You in that moment, practice the thought like, oh, alhamdulillah, thank you, Allah, for this gift. Something as small as like a line, went a lot faster than it did. Thank you, Ya Allah, for this gift. Thank you. Thank you for this. Like, thank you. because it's so easy for our brains to focus on it's not enough and I don't deserve it or any like it's just all of that needs to go out the window and we have to focus more on like thank you, yes, ya Allah, thank you. Thank you for all these blessings that you're giving me. What that does on a brain level, it helps you focus on receiving like Allah's blessing. Receiving, when I'm saying receiving, like you receive it consciously and it expands your kind of uh your ability to receive gifts and it doesn't make you uncomfortable because you realize it's not about you deserving anything. It's not about your worth. It's not any of that. It has nothing to do with any of it. And as soon as you super like actually realize that, like from the core of your heart, you'll get more than you deserve, quote unquote. You'll start getting things and you won't equate it to whether you deserve it or not. You're just like, oh yeah, of course. Right? Like I get a really super handsome man, of course. Like why not? Because that's Allah's decision, not yours. So to practice receiving, you have to start with the small, tiniest things in your life right now, what you have right now. Oh, like, my mom called me or my dad called me. Alhamdulillah, thank you, Ya Allah, for this blessing. Thank you for keeping my parents alive while I can still talk to them. Or super tiny things, right? Like you go to the grocery store, you find the brand that you want. It's not sold out. Alhamdulillah, thank you, Ya Allah. It's so small, but these tiny things build up so that, first of all, you build up the patience and the capacity to receive things. Okay. So I hope this is making sense for most of you because the main thing is just mainly pointing out like this thought that you don't deserve things. It just doesn't make sense. And especially as a woman, you have to learn how to receive things because that's kind of it will help you. I'm going to say the word feminine energy. I try to avoid that word because it can get triggering for some people, but I'll explain it in a more logical way. But it does, it helps you learn how to receive, learn how to be okay with getting things that are beyond what you thought was possible, and being grateful for it will help you relax into who you are. Okay. And again, this goes back to self-concept. So if you feel like you're not worthy or any of that, it has nothing to do with you. You can be the most unworthy thing, you still get good things because that's Allah's blessings, not you. And I know I'm repeating that, but I have to really ingrain it in your brain because that's the only way our brains can remember. Okay, so a short, quick video, but I just wanted to put this out there. And as usual, I have a surprise coming up before Ramadan. So if you want to know about it, make sure you go on my email list on my website, sign up for my email list, and you'll get the announcement soon, inshallah. All right, Assalamu alaikum.